Hello, welcome back to a video of A Woman's Wild Heart. I talk about motherhood and mental health and a lot of challenges that can come alongside having a mental health problem while raising a child, but it's very possible to be super successful at it and do a really good job and for your child to grow up in a safe and loving and super adventurous life. It's possible, so I want to encourage you if that's you. It's doable. There are a few strategies that can help along the way, and here I share tips that I would have loved to have known. So I'm learning all of these things the hard way. So I've made this channel to reach out to you, to make you feel understood, to help you feel heard and you're not alone. And there's so much hope out there, and there's so much living to do, and there's so much love to spend in your tank. So let's go out and do a better job. So today, what is really important to me is also physical health, so holistic approach to well-being. I have a toddler. She's almost 21 months. She's amazing, but she's heavy and she wants to be carried a lot because she loves the closeness. She always holds on to my earlobe. And I love carrying her, but I'm noticing that I'm always carrying her on an unnatural angle. So my spine will always do a sideways question mark, which I'm doing, and then I'm compensating with the other side, which is balancing it out. But I also notice, apart from having like mom guns, like nothing else, I'm realizing a bit of tension on my back. So I went to a physio, which is a real blessing because he had lots of insight. And he also said it's nothing really we can do for that, like encourage the child to start walking. There's a natural time when the child won't be carried anymore, but I didn't want it to be 4 or something. So I thought, is there something I can use as a preventative for my back? And he said it's all about core strength. It's really, really good point. And he said you start with the core strength when you do breathing mindfully. And he said we take too many breaths in our chest and not enough in our tummy. So he said a good exercise to practice that is to lay down on your back, press your back down onto the ground, so not having that hollow, which is really natural for me. I guess I just really needed to press down my lower back and take big breaths on the tummy. And he kept on saying, not on the chest. I'm like, oh, what? So I had to be super intentional about how to breathe. And he said, when we fill up our abdomen with air, there's so much more stability. So he said, if we take those big, deep breaths, we're not so easy to fold over, to kink to the side. And so he said, you want to fill up your sides with lots of air, which create a natural pressure from inside, which makes you naturally sit straight, stand straight, have a straighter back. So super interesting. So, and then he said, maybe after pregnancy, your abs can be a little bit less active. So he said there's 3 really good exercises to do. One is called the bear crawl, one is called the elephant, and one is called the lizard. Maybe I'll just have to demonstrate in a video how they go, but those are exercises where you are on all 4. And he said mostly with the bear crawl, imagine something's on your lower back that's not supposed to wobble very much. So, and then crawling with your feet on the ground. You know what? I just have to show it. I didn't plan this. Let's have a look. Okay. So the bear crawl is this. See your toes here? Don't put your knees on the ground, and your back's supposed to be straight. And then you're supposed to crawl like this. Diagonal, 1 foot forward, 1 hand forward. But imagine something is on your back that's not supposed to wobble. Let's try this. So this is, oh my, I should have thought this through. Okay, okay. So this is not supposed to wobble. And these are forwards and backwards, and forwards and backwards. And just keeping that thing really straight. He said a wine glass with expensive wine that you don't want to spill. The other one, the elephant, is this one. So you go down into this pose and do the same thing. So 1 hand forward, 1 foot forward, but then you extend. Very strong here. You will feel the tension in the back of your leg, and there will be this healthy tension all over your back when you keep your head low, your back opens up and can loosen all of that, what was a little bit strong there. So I'll show you one more time on this side. So with your left hand forward, with the right hand forward like this, and then stretching through, and then taking a walk and stretching through. So that's the elephant. Not 100% sure why it's called that. And then the lizard was this one, sitting like this, putting one forward, and then reaching up like this, and then going forward a lot like this, and then the other side, and just pressing up and stretching forward. So so those were three simple exercises, and he says if you do those, I think, what did he say, 10 minutes every day, it's called a cylinder of core strength is going to build up the front, the sides, and the back, and it's going to build up naturally, because throughout these exercises you have to do your breathing really intentionally. And he says it's all about opening up those cells. He also said that a lot of people are tense in their muscles because they're dehydrated. So he said if you drink 2 liters a day or more, your muscles will be more flexible and less tense. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today.